What's up guys, Jay here from the Engineer's Guide. This is the ninth video in the AutoCAD training series, and today in this video we are going to learn how to dimension your sheet. So before we get started, make sure you hit the subscribe button so you don't miss any videos from the AutoCAD training series. Without further ado, let's get started. So I've made some random shape. There's a rectangle, then a line at some particular degree, then there are two similar circles. Both of them are having the same radius. So let me just dimension all these components. So the dimension command is inside the annotation. It is on the top right corner it is in the top right corner of the annotation tab. You can see that there are 8 to 9 different variations like linear, aligned, angular, arc length, radius, diameter, jogged, which you can use to dimension your sheet. So I'll get into it one by one. Let's say I want to know the distance between this line and this line, and I wanted to dimension it. So I can use the linear dimension command. The shortcut for it is DLI followed by spacebar. Then as you can read, it is telling us to specify the first extension line. Since we want to measure the distance from this line to this line, so our first line is this and the second line is this. Then just drag it down, up, wherever you want the dimension to be. So obviously it looks good if the dimension is just below the line, so I'll drop it somewhere over here. So it is 71.90 meters or whatever unit you have fixed in. So as you can see that it is not readable. So make sure that the dimension is readable in your sheet. You've got to increase the font size. To do that, you have to open the dimension style manager. The command for it is D followed by spacebar. Then go into the modify tab, and in the modify tab you'll find there are different tabs like line, symbol, arrow, text, fit, primary units, tolerances, so on. Come into the lines tab and come into the symbols and arrow tab, and in the arrow section, arrow size, it is given 0.18. Just put some random number like 5 to get started with, and in the text also change the text height to 5. Press enter. OK, close. You can see that the dimension has increased considerably. Now it is readable. So let's say you want to change the units of the sheet. So again you can go through the dimension style manager, D followed by spacebar, hit the modify tab and primary units. From here you can change the units. This is go to engineering. This is in feet and inches. If you want in decimal, then you can hit the decimal key, and then there are architectural units, then there are scientific units. So this is basically how you can change the units. Let me go and select the decimal one, hit on OK, close. Again let me use the linear dimension command, DLI followed by spacebar. Select the first line, select the last line, and just drag wherever you want to drag it, wherever you want the dimension to be. So let's place it over here. Let's say I want to measure an angle between these two lines. So the linear dimension command obviously won't be helpful. In this case we've got to use the angular or the aligned dimension, DAN followed by spacebar. Then it is telling us to select an arc, circle or a line. Basically you've got to select the two lines between which the angle has to be denoted. So let's say you want the angle between this line and this line, then you've got to select these two lines, and as you can see the angle is 59 degrees. Similarly you can drop it wherever you want or just left click. So let's say that I want to know the angle between this two and this two line, but from this side. So that is also possible. Just come over here and you'll find that the angle is 59. Again over here between this line and the x-axis it is 121 degrees. Between this line and x-axis it is 121 degrees. So just whenever you're happy, left click, that will lock the dimension. Again let me do the dimension, DAN followed by spacebar, select the lines and left click. So here I'm having two circles of the same radius. So I will try to dimension both of them in a different way. In one case I'll use the dimension radius dimension, and now I'll show the diameter dimension. To show radius of a circle, you've got to use the radius dimension command, DRA followed by a spacebar. Then you've got to select the arc or a circle whose dimension has to be denoted. In our case, it is this circle, so just left click on it and drag the dimension label wherever you want to. This looks good, so just left click. Then again let me have the same radius dimension in this circle also, so that you come to know that both of them are having exactly same radius. Then I'll do the diameter dimension for the circle. So to show the diameter dimension, use the diameter command, DDA followed by a spacebar, DDI diameter dimension followed by a spacebar. Then just select the circle whose diameter you have to denote. So, and just drag the label wherever you want. So as you can see here, it is 27.53. If you multiply it by 2, obviously you'll get 55.0768. So you can see that the dimension tools are working. So far we've learned the linear dimension, the aligned dimension or the angular one, then the radial dimensions and the diameter dimensions. Then there are arc length and jog dimensions left. So let me select the jog dimension, and this will only work for a circle or an arc for that matter. So let me select this circle and basically just and click anywhere I want the dimension to be. And if you're happy with the way the dimension looks, just left click on it and it's done. But this is how you can use the jog dimension tab, but I don't know where exactly you would use this in a sheet. And if you guys know it, then drop a comments in the comment section so that everyone can know it. So that's it about the dimension tool, guys. I don't think the arc length and ordinate command is required for the time being, so I'll skip over it, but we'll cover it in the later videos. So that's it for today, guys. If you like the video, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe to my YouTube channel so you don't miss future videos from the training series. Thanks for watching, guys. Thank you.